difficult position. This is something they find themselves in often. This team's always uncomfortable and performs in that discomfort. I mean, some teams and some people choose violence. Solo Q Goats, they choose violence and stress. I hope their blood pressure is okay because, geez, that is a stressful way to play. I'm not sure if I could do it, but only these three can perform at such a high level at all times of the game because that's how they have to perform as we switch on over to Scars.
The smallest rock of cover, but they're okay. They're not really being targeted at the moment, just keeping an eye on things, looking at where the teams are and how they'll potentially rotate. Sniper, it's going to make things a little awkward, and Tai Sheen will do his best to avoid. Triple purple. Grape drank colored Scars. They're not in the zone right now, as we can see, and it's quite clear they're discussing where they're looking to go. I think we have a target direction, but how are they going to get there? Because they're being targeted by snipers. 15 squads in this small zone, and when this ring starts to move, we're going to need some body bags.
This is a tough one for Scars. 15 squads left, having to rotate in momentarily. They're just going to be content playing the edge of that ring on the rotate. And with so many teams nearby, James, you hit the nail on the head. It's going to be a difficult one. Snipers probably abundant, as we have a lot of longbow action in recent meta getting nerfed in the upcoming season. Meanwhile, Totem takes out Maestro in the top right of your screen, so Maestro finds himself under pressure. Scars finds himself delivering pressure as they rotate through. L-Star making it look like a sniper.
Yeah, that L-Star just offers absolutely no mercy, but there will be nerfs on the way soon. And for now, you've got to hold that L if you're on the receiving end. Solo Q Goats in a more comfortable position now, just trying to find little edge to play with, and they know that the carnage is about to begin. That is not a position you want to be in with people with such high ground on you. Tai Sheen causing all kinds of problems. Needs to pop a bat though. There is a dome to rescue if he can make it there. Down to half HP. So close to getting eliminated there. In fact, all of Scars need to pop some bats, but I think it's got a little space, or do they, with which to try and recover? Maybe not. Down goes one of them. Mandy and Tai Sheen still naked at the moment. It's just Mandy now trying to get that bat if he can, and he'll be able to put it off. I don't know if he rescues his team here. Such limited space for them to move with, and Tai Sheen is having some trouble. Goodbye to Tai Sheen. Mandy now on his lonesome. I can't see a rest coming anytime soon. That ring getting so small. 15 squads to 11. Quickly lost a number of teams here, and Kangana are just chilling.
Wow, Mandy finding this slight sliver and crevice in the rocks to stay alive for now. You wonder how long. Kangana chilling in a good position. Major pushers find themselves in a fight. They're actually going to get a knock on Xander. Nice job from them. The CIS team find themselves at least one additional kill point, and sometimes in that rotation right there to kind of break down what happened for Scars, you choose the best possible spot that you have given the circumstance, and it was that rock, but unfortunately they were in the middle of no man's land with two teams on each side fighting a two-front war, and that got them in a really rough spot. Meanwhile, Redragon trying to go for a potential kidnap here, not going to get it.
See Le Cid de France causing some problems for Guild. Silter's in some trouble. He's been down at the very least. That bat comes just in time, and there's going to be some dancing with these TPs to just try and avoid some of this damage which is coming their way, but he's found himself an opportunity around the corner. There goes Matafe, and Silter gets deleted as well.
Yeah, Maestro actually took out two, and Redragon's going to take out the last. Meanwhile, Garna are winners from game number 1, currently in the top 5 in standings, find themselves well positioned here. The port's going to come through from Wraith. That'll be a good use for rotation on that layer portal, but they got to be careful because they were spotted out. Meanwhile, Maestro under duress. Thank goodness for Caustic keeping them alive, but barely, as they find themselves in a decent power position. Have to be careful with so many teams nearby. Going to pepper the Q from the Valkyrie, and we got ourselves a Kraber in the hands of Hisofu.
This position has been harassed by almost everybody. We've seen multiple defensive bombardments in there. We've got Valkyrie spam as well. Nothing but problems coming. Eva 8 can't get 5 fast enough, and 69 IQ are going to come in there and take over. It looks like Major pushers, though, trying to stay alive, but denied.
And Maestro somehow is still alive under the position where they are the chosen ones, and not in the good way. They're being chosen by everyone in the lobby, focused by everyone in the lobby, and still able to handle the pressure. Meanwhile, Kangarna finds themselves down to 1, down to none. They are eliminated, and it's going to be the hands of 4Gang. So 4Gang had to have quite the journey, traverse the entire map of World's Edge to get here, all the way from the north side of the map, and they find themselves in a good position with 5 squads remaining.
Yeah, they've got the caustic barrels up, trying to create as much space for them as they can, like trying to build a little base with which to hide in. They've got caustic, they've got Jibby as well, so they're comfortable for the time being. I don't know how Maestro have any shields left. let alone how they're all still in the game in this position because the Valk spam keeps on coming. Rugby manages to avoid most of it, and we really have some shot-put caustic barrels getting thrown in their direction as well. Have a look at those.
Track and field on display here. Hey, you never know. We might see caustic in the games, Olympics 2024 or something. Meanwhile, Maestro currently somehow finding themselves able to survive that barrage of missiles and focus. 5 squads left, and it should be it for the pressure. The storm should have passed for them, but there's another storm coming. It's called a late game ring, as we see Future Perfect, Maliwan with caustic. So a couple caustics remain in this late game. We saw a ton of caustic in North America last week. We didn't see a whole lot in EMEA. Looks like EMEA is going to pick up some of that meta.
It's going to be interesting for the Crypto to time using his ult versus ending up in the zone as well. Can be a little awkward. The tracking from Maliwan though is pretty good, but can they capitalize on it? We've got players good diving off a board, and that course it gets utterly annihilated. Goodbye to Fort Gang.
Yeah, a little bit of a desperate push from 4Game. They had to try and do something, and that was a whole lot of nothing as they got 5th place. Good job from them overall, though. Got a couple kills in the rotations. We have Redragon. We do have Maestro on the high ground. And then, of course, we have 2 caustic teams remaining. We see a Valkyrie, Gibraltar, and Wraith. Obviously going to save that defensive bombardment for a late game here, and it's going to drop right now. Redragon uses that defensive bombardment to their advantage. Get some good shots in here on Future Perfect. Another CIS team. This is really the CIS finish here. Most of these teams remaining coming from Eastern Europe.
Redragon are in a very good position to win this in the final 3 squads. They have the high ground. The grenade spam starts as well. The Valk just makes it easy. Complete huge target there. They come down from the top now, Redragon. This is their game to win. The Nova spam is coming through, and they'll wipe out all the remaining teams. They had the strongest position once that zone came in, and they capitalized on it.
Great finish right there from Redragon. Had the God spot, had the high ground, and had the zone pull. That's ultimately what made the difference. The fact that the zone was actually pulling towards them in that late game. They capitalized, and they used that as an opportunity to take a 1st place